Well, Harley, a bitterly disappointing afternoon here at the Bet365. How do you reflect on those 90 minutes?
It's not good enough again. Can't come away from home and should be 4-0 down at half time. It's just in the position we're in the situation we're in, lads have not got no confidence. You just got to do the basics right that you've known throughout your career, and we're not doing them. And it's nowhere near good enough. It's really disappointing. It's really frustrating, and just keep conceding goals, and it don't even look like we're going to score either. So it don't really know what we're doing, to be honest. We tried something different, it didn't work. Second half, obviously, yeah, we was better, but you're always better when the other team's 2-0 up and they're happy to sit there. We just said in there, then everyone's got to have a real hard look at themselves, as everyone has been since we've been back. But yeah, it's not good enough, mate.
You can hear the sort of despondency in your own voice, but is there a bit of soul searching to be going on, as you say, in that dressing room, just to find a spark, a little something with 3 games to go?
Yeah, well, it has to be, otherwise we're going to get relegated. Simple as that. You can't just keep losing games and conceding loads of goals. You're going to get relegated. And it's probably the first time in there then I've questioned people's desire, because I don't think people realise how severe the situation is, and if they do, then they're not acting like they are. We just don't look aggressive. We're not pressing people. We're not backing our mates up. It's all very singular and all over the pitch. And I can only say how many times it's just not good enough. I mean, I know there's no fans here, but we said before, everyone's going to be watching at home. We want to do it for the fans, and we want to do it for yourselves. I don't want to get relegated. I don't want to be in League One, and we will be relegated if we carry on like this. It's just as simple as that. You hear about all these points deductions going on, this, that and the other. What if that don't happen? We've got to get a win from somewhere, and we've got to do it soon.
Yeah, absolutely. And the 2 goals come in the first half, and is the annoyance that they're not being made to work too hard in getting them?
Again, it's just ridiculous. Like, we've worked on from a corner. What happens if they go short? Don't do their job. Gets to the edge, is a goal, and then the second one, I can't remember. I think it's a man lost at the back post or something. But it's just so easy. But it's not so much that; it's how they're getting in them situations in the first place. It's long balls, and then if I don't win the first ball against Folkes, which I may win my fair share, but he's a top player, like, you're going to lose some. But there's no covers, there's no people doing the extra yards to help their mate out to cover him, or people realising that there's a danger. It was just all lapsadaisical and all just very amateur.
Yeah. You can hear it again, the frustration. I mean, there's 3 big games to go. You look at the Charlton one now. Does this result make that game even bigger now on Wednesday night?
It's not even bigger. This was a big game, and we ain't laid a glove on them. We've got to try and pick ourselves up. We've got to try and be positive. I'm fuming now, so I'm not going to be positive, but we have to win. I don't want to go to Derby last game of the season needing to win again. I'm tired of doing that every year. So we've got to win. We've got to get a result. And as I said, everyone's got to go home tonight, look at themselves, and we've all got to come in tomorrow. And I think we've all got to have a big conversation about how we're going to do it, because we've tried that way, we've tried this way, we've tried all these different ways and trying to play football. But if we're trying to play football, we should create chances, and we're not creating chances. So we've got Dukey up there. Why not we use him like the way they use Folkes? Land the second balls, just be an horrible team, which is what everybody loves to see anyway. Everyone loves to see us getting about people and getting into people, but we're just not getting near people. And I don't know whether that's because we're spread out or whatever, but yeah, we've got to change something, and we've got to do it fast.
As you say, Guards and Steve Spooner have tried to change it and went 3-5-2 today. Injuries to Christian Pedersen and Jake Clark sort of forced the issue a little bit as well. A steep learning curve for some young players out there. Nico Gordon, Ryan Burke making his first professional appearance, Caelan Boyd-Muntz, Jaden Reed. There's some young players just to try and spark and bring a bit of energy, but it's a steep learning curve for those boys in tough circumstances.
Of course it is. I mean, obviously we went to the 3. Obviously Jake was going to be playing, but he hurt himself yesterday. So that was a blow. And but Nico's been brilliant in training. He's been brilliant since we've come back. I've been really impressed with him. But today was a learning curve for him. But I think that shows where we're at. We've got to rely on bringing these young boys on. And no disrespect from whatsoever, but when you're in the trenches, you need people that have been there and done it. And we've got them now, so like they're going to have to be part of it. But I think they've got to start realising as well that this looking nice football is not going to cut it at the minute. We need to be horrible, we need to be ruthless, and maybe that's got to come from us as the senior pros as well, to help them along and tell them maybe I'm not helping them out enough. But there's no blame on anyone. We've all got to look at ourselves, myself included. Been nowhere near it, and just got to come back and put it in on Wednesday, and I just want to see effort and application. I don't care about quality. I just want to see effort, application, and fight.